every day, from the historic mudslinging, scandalous video leaks, and Friday's October surprise. So can you even imagine what life has been like for this lady? Please welcome back Donald Trump's campaign manager, Kellyanne Conway.
Hey.
Thank you so much for coming back and joining us. So much to talk about.
Did you have fun last time?
You have a blast?
Fabulous.
It's going to be even better this time. I want to start with some of these latest polls now that have the election so tight. They're really neck and neck. Given this change of events recently, do you look back on Donald Trump's statements that the election might have been rigged and say, maybe not so much?
What we look at is that so many people should not have been getting their inaugural ball gowns and popping the champagne corks prematurely, because you have to respect people. You have to give the American people a chance to exercise their choice and express their voice. And I think starting 2 weeks ago, when you have a lot of people in the media saying the election is over, Donald Trump can't win, he has no path, people tend to snap back and say, that's not really fair. I am going to vote for him. And I think Hillary Clinton got a little too comfortable, was waiting out her lead, and now we're forcing her back in Michigan. She'll be there this weekend, a state that hasn't gone Republican since 1988. Tim Kaine was in Wisconsin yesterday, a state that hasn't gone Republican since 1984. And we're loving the ABC News poll. It's our favorite poll because it shows 60% of Americans are in favor of the polls. Never me.
Didn't you?
Never me.
I mean, didn't you?
I love the polls.
The point that...
Nope, I would never say that. I own a place called the Polling Company. It's been my business for 21 years.
Your man said for a while that the polls are rigged. I'm just saying that's what he said.
We love the ABC poll,
Suddenly.
especially the one
and you
that
love the media now, too, yes?
Well, I've always been pro-media. Here I am.
But you did know, you remember he said we were all crooked.
60, not all.
No, he said
not
the
all,
media is...
Not all, but according to the latest polling...
What have you been watching?
10 to 1. I watch everything.
He said the media is crooked, the polls are crooked, everything was crooked, and now he's doing better because they're neck and neck. I just am wondering, will it be crooked again if it goes, you know, if he slips in the polls? Are we back to crooked?
No, what I think you need to do is get ready for a Chiron that says President-elect Donald J. Trump. And
well,
I'll tell you what,
listen,
he told me to tell you that he'll come
America.
on your show as soon as he's elected.
I don't care if he ever comes back on this show myself. But but I've been very clear about that. I've been very clear about that because we've asked him. And also, he's been very nasty about people I care about.
Let me tell you what's nasty. Nasty is Hillary Clinton's endless...
No.
Excuse me.
We're talking to you.
Let me know when I can talk.
And this.
Well, the two of them are running for president.
Let me shut up because the other ladies have stuff to ask.
The two of them are running for president.
It's okay.
Go ahead, baby. There are tens of millions of dollars in negative advertising as I sit here.
You got something to say?
From Hillary Clinton.
You got something to say, Paul?
So there's no doubt that you guys were the beneficiary of an October surprise. 12 days before the election, James Comey, the FBI director, basically drops his bombshell that he's going to be looking back and basically reopening the investigation into Hillary Clinton. I know there's been calls on both sides for transparency, but what do you guys ultimately want to see?
From that,
yes.
Whatever the FBI feels that they need to do. Obviously, we all read the same reports. There are 650,000 emails that should have been turned over. Some of them, maybe the 33,000 that she deleted after setting up an illegal server and bleach bidding them. There's obviously something she's trying to hide. I mean, all 650,000 can't be of Anthony Weiner taking pictures of himself and texting it to a 15-year-old girl in North Carolina. Who knows what's in there? I don't know what's in there. Donald Trump doesn't know what's in there. But we respect the FBI wanting to reopen this investigation. Look, we're having this entire conversation today, not because of Jim Comey, not because of the FBI, not even because of emails, because of Hillary Clinton. She decided to flout the law.
Here's the follow-up to that. Isn't the first email glitch in... It's not the first email glitch in D.C. George W. Bush's White House reportedly lost 22 million emails, and there was no big investigation. And they have been going through the email and going through the email. So... why do you think this is... Why do you think suddenly we're back to the email?
It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the FBI thinks. And apparently they...
No, but I was asking you because you're here.
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think we're doing that. I think they're doing this because they must have seen something pretty serious. Remember, this was an investigation about Anthony Weiner because she's sexing someone's 15-year-old daughter.
Right, but what does that have to do with Hillary Clinton?
That's what the investigation is about, Whoopi.
It's not about Hillary Clinton.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
Why is it about Hillary Clinton? If it's Anthony Weiner sexting some 15-year-old girl, why is Hillary Clinton responsible?
Because his wife just happens to be Hillary Clinton's, quote, surrogate daughter.
So then why not look at her?
They share a laptop. This is what it's all about.
Who shares a laptop?
Apparently Anthony Weiner and who share a laptop.
Why bring it up right before the election? He could have waited. I know. He's in a lot of trouble because of that.
No, he's not. Hillary Clinton thought he was wonderful. He was a profile in courage. Now they're attacking him. I think attacking FBI Director Comey by Hillary is a very desperate strategy. This is someone who's never had a plan B. She wasn't anticipating a tightening in the polls.
Kelly, looks suspicious. Let me shift over. Hillary Clinton recently released an ad about women. I think that the target market is women. I want to show you just a bit of that ad, and I want to get your response to it.
We've seen it before, yes.
Putting a wife to work is a very dangerous thing. When I come home and dinner's not ready, I go through the roof. Grab him by the
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
So you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good.
It's so not the Democratic Party I grew up in. I mean, there's no aspirational, uplifting message at all from Hillary Clinton. Her entire campaign, her entire campaign is about Donald Trump. That's just true. Yeah. Because you know what, folks? She can't own the fact. She should be made to own the fact that we have 15% of Americans in poverty, overwhelmingly female. We have 60 million women without health insurance.
And
I mean, the idea.
What's he going to do?
Well, no, but this is her entire campaign. Her entire campaign is about.
What is he going to do?
Where's the Barack Obama, Bill Clinton aspirational message?
Where is the Barack Obama aspirational message? Anybody can be president. That's the aspirational message.
But it's not her message. He has no message.
You said Barack Obama.
He has no message.
Any woman can be president. But what is he going to do? Because he has talked about taking what they call Obamacare, the Kennedy care, taking health care away. What is he going to replace it with? And how is he going?
Well, he said he's going to replace it with free market
That's what I'm asking. He said he was going to replace it with what? And I'm asking what
he used to be for single payer. Is he still into that?
No, he's not. He's for no, he isn't. So look, Obamacare premiums are rising.
What is he going to do?
He gave a big speech about it yesterday in Valley Forge.
Yeah, but I missed it. What is he going to do?
It was at the same time as The View, actually.
Yeah, well, I missed it.
So he'll do a couple things. First of all, you can buy health insurance over state lines the way you can buy car insurance. Currently, you can't do that.
Make it competitive.
Make it competitive across state lines. So you as a consumer would be the way you would buy any other product or service in your life would apply to your health insurance section. We're going to block grant Medicaid to the states so that they have more control over that for the people who live within their states and need it. He also has something called health savings accounts, which means you own it like any other savings account. It has your name on it. The money accrues over time, and you decide how to purchase your own health care. Very free market. So he has a plan.
We have to go. That's what the face is.
We're coming right back. We'll be right back. We have more questions for you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with Kellyanne Conway.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And we are back with Kellyanne Conway. So, Kelly, here's what I want to ask you. You know, when I was 12 years old, they made us go under the desk and hide because the nuclear bomb was about to hit. And I never brought my library books back because I thought, well, we're going to die anyway. What's the point? So you're a guy, Donald Trump. He's very cavalier about using nuclear weapons, and you know, and even Europe is off the table. I mean, what? Aren't you petrified? You have 4 children. That scares me more than any other stupid thing he has said.
Well, I'm concerned for everyone's children, and I will just say this to you: it's Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton who gave the their president and Secretary of State. They did this Iran nuclear deal.
You're not answering that. You're not asking the question.
Well, here's how I answer the question.
The nuclear deal is a controversial thing in Iran. Wait a second. A lot of people believe that will prevent nuclear war for 10 years. Okay, but that's not my question. My question is his rhetoric is off the wall on this topic.
It's not, actually.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
And, you know, words mean a lot.
Words do matter.
I have a grandson. I want to see him get old.
Words do matter, and you should check out Hillary Clinton's words.
Again, with the Hillary Clinton.
Okay, we'll talk about Donald Trump.
Stick to Trump.
Donald Trump is winning. And in terms of the ABC poll, I think the most important thing. Nuclear thing.
What, he doesn't mean it? What? What do you think?
Here's what I think, that he will not give, as President of the United States and Commander-in-Chief, he will not strike a deal with Iran that gives them nuclear capability. Well, here's what he won't do.
Is it reckless
North Korea will...
Is his rhetoric reckless?
No, his rhetoric is not reckless.
So when he says, well, you know, maybe we could use a nuclear bomb.
You're cherry-picking comments.
What's
You're
the
not
point of
looking at
having
the full...
them if you don't use them, he said. What kind of talk is that?
And he's talked about what that means. He doesn't mean that he's going to go and use them. And first of all, this nation has many people in charge of them.
I like you.
Well, thank you. I like you too.
I think that right here you're being delusional.
No, I'm not. I'm not being delusional.
I really do.
I'm being perfectly calm.
You know I like you a lot. But she scares me when she thinks that
I'll tell you what scares me. I'll tell you what scares me. I tell you what scares me, though. What scares me is the fact that Hillary Clinton always puts Hillary first. It does. It scares me. Guys, you want her to be the President of the United States, and you should look at her entire record. You should see what she's done in office as Commander-in-Chief. She owns the Russia reset. She owns Syria. She owns Libya. She owns the Middle East. She has not proven herself to be fit or qualified to be Commander-in-Chief.
The opposite side of this argument is also that I think some of his appeal is the talk toughness that he has. That,
well, we'd like a tough leader,
I'm less afraid of rhetoric. I'm more afraid of terrorism. So I think that there is an appeal to someone who is
on the rise.
Tackle that.
Yes, it's on the rise. And I want to say something about his supporters. I want to say something about his supporters. You mentioned earlier the one supporter in Arizona who I'm told by our head of security and a retired police department official from Arizona was removed from that rally. I immediately condemned it the moment I saw it publicly.
I'm sorry, I'm lost.
The guy in Arizona. And I want to tell you something. I go to these rallies with Donald Trump. I really want you to look at all of the people there because some people get there, they're there for 8 hours. And you know why? They believe in him. They feel like they're part of a movement. They want to be there because they feel like he will make us more safe and more prosperous. And you can't just dismiss. You want to attack him and something he said, great. But you could do that.
Now, I heard that Melania is giving a speech. Does it start 407 years ago?
No, and it doesn't need to. It starts with...
When's the speech?
The speech is tomorrow at 2 p.m. outside of Philadelphia. I'll be with her. She's written a beautiful speech, and she's a wonderful person. I think people are very curious to hear what she has to say. She'll talk about her life here, her life in Slovenia, where she grew up, and the love of America when she was growing up, and how it was not enough to just know about America, but she wanted to be in America.
That's
and she waited 10 years through the normal channels.
That is exactly how most immigrants feel in this country.
And what she would do as First Lady.
They all love America.
Yes, we all do.
You know, you're Italian. They kissed the ground when they came over here from Calabria.
I was raised to believe that the one thing that we had was we were blessed to be born and raised in this country, and that we had our family's name, and you keep your name clean.
Yeah, well, we did talk earlier about the show, about being able to respect both sides. I want to ask you about Russia. We talked about Iran. We talked about the nuclear deal. But Russia's involvement is also a big concern. Can you unequivocally say that Donald Trump has never done business with Russia, has never taken money from them, and never will?
That's what he's told me. And by the way, the New York Times buried it on A21. Buried on A21, they buried the story that the FBI investigation into Russia produced nothing.
The audience is laughing because we haven't seen his tax returns. Then we would know something.
There's a one. Yes, you know plenty. Here's what you know about Donald Trump. That Donald Trump fixes things, builds things, solves problems. Hillary Clinton went from dead broke to $250 million. No, it's not. It's not his name.
Somebody told me Trump Tower is made with Chinese steel.
People, including women. He employs tens of thousands of people, including women. And you know, he's the first Republican to ever elevate a woman to this position as presidential campaign manager.
Yeah, he loves women, right?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's very respectful toward women. And instead of, how about, I know we're not supposed to mention Hillary Clinton is also running for president. Went from dead broke to $250 million. You know what? People should ask them how they did that. They didn't get the Powerball.
You know what?
They didn't
Listen, this guy has lost more money than most of us will ever make in our lifetime.
Self-made billionaire.
He has lost more money. If you want to talk about nitpicking, I just want to know what his actual plan is. I love that you come and you make a very good argument for him. Something he seems incapable of doing for himself.
Then why is he winning in your polls?
He's winning in the polls because lots of innuendo. He's played this like you play Apprentice. You put a little innuendo out there and you make it bad for your opponent. I know his show. I know his shtick. I get it. The polls go like this, and they always have. But we're not going to know anything. Nobody's celebrating anything until the day after. And if he becomes the president, then he will be the president. But if she becomes the president, you don't have to deal with the same thing.
I will. Okay? I certainly will. But by the way, he says he will be the president.
No, I'm just saying.
Those who don't support him.
Yeah, I heard him say I don't believe it, but that's okay.
Everybody was celebrating ABC poll 50 to 38.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll just sit here.
We want to say, Kellyanne, I mean, there are a lot of mixed emotions and mixed opinions about Donald Trump. We want to say you are a class act, and regardless of how anyone feels, I know that SNL tipped their hat to you in describing what a day off for you might look like.
Might look like.
Take a look.
Of course, black people don't have one less toe than white people. Of course, children are not just shrunken down humans.
have their mom back. You're a mother of 4, but we also have a gift for you. I'm not sure what kind of benefits you get as being an employee of the Trump organization, but we wanted to give you a gift certificate to the Trump Spa.
Oh, my goodness.
To the Trump Spa.
I've never been.
You've never been to the Trump Spa? Well, there you go. You don't know the Trump Spa.
Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Thank you. Very sweet. Thank you, ladies. And I encourage everyone to vote and express your voice and your choice. And I want to say that we appreciate the platform and the View. And if you will welcome President-elect Trump, he will be here.
All right, come back after your election and we'll talk.
I'll be in.
Okay, Kelly.
In Moscow.
I want to thank you anyway for coming on. I know we're
yes,
Okay,
and you'll tweet something nice this time, won't you?
I did. I tweeted a picture last time.
Anyway, we're hearing from the other side tomorrow when Clinton's campaign manager, Robbie Mook, joins us live. And we'll be right back with more Hot Topics.